Today, in 4 steps, you will automate your mailing. Step 1. Follow the link. Step 2. Click the Make a Copy button. Step 3. Fill in the data in the table. Step 4. Set up a time trigger. And forget about manually sending emails. So, let's begin. Follow the link provided in the description on the video. The link is also available via the QR code on the screen. Click on the Make a Copy button and the service is ready. I try to make sure that everything worked for you right away and you didn't need to change nothing in the code. Let's tell you a little about some of the nuances of how the system works. On the first sheet with the name language, you can choose the system language convenient for you. 64 languages are available. The second sheet, all the data, contains data for automatic mailing. Here you indicate recipient's email, receiver name, sender name, a link to the table that will be sent as an attachment, subject of the letter, message text. Also, you have the opportunity to choose how you want to send letters. If you check the box in cell B1, the system will send one general letter, and this letter will indicate all the recipients whose email you indicated in the first column. In this case, the sender's name, attachment file, email subject, and message body will be taken from line number 3. If you clear the checkbox, the system will send each recipient a separate unique letter. And on a per line basis, you can change the sender name, attachment file, email subject, and message body. After you have provided all the data, you can start the newsletter in 2 ways, manually. To do this, go to the System menu section and select Sending emails, or set up an automatic launch, for example, 1 a day. To do this, go to Extensions and select AppScript. A project will open with the code that is responsible for sending letters. But now we don't need the code itself. Go to the Triggers section and click the Add Trigger button. From the drop-down list, select the Automatic Email Distribution function. Specify the event search by time. Next, specify how often you want to send emails. For example, every day from 7 to 8 am. So that by the beginning of the working day the required report will already be in the mail. Afterwards, click the Save button. The first time you run a script or create a trigger, Google will ask you for permission to run functions on your behalf. For subsequent languages, permissions will not be required. Let's start a newsletter manually as a demonstration. First, I'll send one general letter. We run the script and wait for the system to report the successful completion of the mailing. Afterwards, we go to the post office. Let's update. And we check the result. Great! The letter I read formatted as it showed. Let's now send individual letters. Let's go to the post office. Update. Great! The letters have been delivered. One more thing. In my example, in the message text column, the text itself is indicated using link to all the cells, as well as using various tags to format the text. You can format the text according to my example or specify any text in the cell without text and links. Well, experiment with the system and share the result in the comments. If you need to set up a more complex and unique email campaign with multiple conditions and different scenarios, be sure to get in touch. That's all for today. More automatic processes for everyone.